Hey guys, we're here for NTI Day 8, Inequalities. So if you're working from the computer, you want to go ahead and pull this day up, then have it on your screen that looks like this. Or if you're working from paper, go ahead and get that paper in front of you. That will be the easiest way. Okay, so inequalities. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to remember how to write these inequalities here. Remember, inequalities means not equal. So I'm going to go ahead and give you kind of some little hints for doing these. Okay. So it says, remember, closed circle on less than or greater to or greater than or equal to, and open circle on these. So what this is saying is if it has a line on it, we're going to have a closed circle. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a closed circle right here next to that one. That's kind of messy. Let's see if I can, yeah. So yeah, so there's that closed circle. See if I can do a little bit. Okay. So by closed circle, this is what I mean. I mean a circle that's filled in, like this one right here. It's filled in. So these two right here are going to be a closed circle. And these two right here are going to be an open circle, which basically means like this. It's a circle that is not colored in. Okay. Okay, let's look at some of our examples here. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here so we can see. Oops. Okay, so there's our key, our little pictures to help us. So it says use the number line to express the inequality. There we go. So down here you can see that it says x is greater than or equal to 9. Okay, and if you didn't know what this one meant, you could match it up to the picture. So there it is right there, so it means greater than or equal to. So here's 9 right here. And what this means is all of these numbers going this way to infinity, x could equal. So x could equal 10, it could equal 11, it could equal 12, or it could equal 9. Okay, so x could be any of these numbers. That's what this inequality means. And I want to go ahead and also point out a little trick to use for this worksheet. If your variable is on the left-hand side, or if the variable comes first, then your inequality sign, and then your number, you can look at the way that the inequality points. You can see right here that this little inequality points like that, like an arrow. So if you, well, I just messed up a lot. Let me try to erase that and do it better, okay? So that makes a, let's see if I can make it bigger a little. There we go. So this, I'm going to redraw it. It makes an arrow that points this way. This arrow right here matches the arrow right here. Okay, so that can kind of give you a clue as to which way you need to draw your line. It kind of makes an arrow. Look at that. One of my students who actually moved away, he taught me that. I'd never noticed it before, and he was actually the one that pointed it out. So I want to thank him for that tip. That was a really good observation. Okay, and just a little hint for your practice number 1, 2, and 3, the arrows are always pointing that way. Ooh, pointing that way. Okay, I'm on the camera and I'm backwards, so that's why they look backwards. Okay. Uh-oh. So let's see what happened here. Having technical difficulty. There we go. So go ahead and do 1, 2, and 3. So you're going to find the number. So 195. So you're going to, oops. So you're going to find the number 195, right there. Okay. Whoops. 195 is right there. Okay. And so I must have internet connection problems or something. I need to go kick my kids off of Fortnite, I suppose, and make them do their NTI work. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to this document since it seems to be working a little bit better. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and put your dot on 195. This does have a line on it, so your dot is going to be filled in. So let's see if I can make us a dot here. So I'm on 195 and I made a dot. And I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. And notice that I did fill it in, so that dot is filled in. And this says greater than or equal to, so I have to think about which numbers are greater than 195. Are they this way or are they this way? Of course, I know that 200 is greater than 195, so maybe I'm going to put a dot there. 215 is greater than 230. And then I can connect these dots, and that will tell me which way I need to draw my line. Okay, I'm going to try to draw my arrow a little bit bigger here. Okay, so there's the arrow here, and it matches the arrow here. That's a way that you can check yourself. Let's go ahead and go down to the bottom. The bottom is exactly what we did at the top, except it's backwards. So I'm going to draw in our reminders up here. Remember, if it has a line under it, it's going to be a closed dot. So these two symbols are going to have a closed dot, and these two symbols are going to have an open dot because they do not have a line underneath. So there's my open dots. In the example, 19 is right here. And then here's X. So in the example, they went ahead and wrote X, and the arrow is going that way. So if I go up here and I look at these two symbols, this symbol points this way, and that symbol points that way. So I know that this is my correct symbol. This is read as X is less than or equal to 19, and there's the example right there. Okay. Notice that your X will always come first. So on your answers over here, if you want to go ahead and draw in all your X's, that would be great because your X's always need to come first. Let's go ahead and do number 1 together since this is our only open dot. So my open dot is on -1. I go up to my keys up here. These are open, so I know that the symbol I'm going to draw is this or this. The number it's on is -1, so I'm going to go ahead and write in my -1 like that. And let's see here. The arrow is pointing this way. All of these numbers are less than -1, so I'm going to go up to my key and find the less than. And so this says X is less than -1. Go ahead and try all of those problems. Reach out to us if you still need some help. That's perfectly fine. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. And just know that we miss you and that we want to help you. So please reach out.